Students, in Geography Chapter 3, Mineral and Power Resources Part 3, we will learn about power resources. Can you imagine your home without electricity or power? Everything in the house, whether it is a bulb, tube light, geyser, television, fan, or air conditioner, requires power. Besides this, power is also used by industries and factories to run their machines. It is also required for agriculture, transportation, and communication. Power resources can be broadly classified into conventional energy sources and non-conventional sources. What are conventional resources? Conventional energy sources are normally fully developed non-renewable sources which have been in use for a very long time. For example, fossil fuels like coal, natural gas, oil, and hydroelectric power. Firewood from trees for heating and cooking purposes is also a form of conventional source energy. Fossil fuels are formed when dead animals and plants get buried under the earth's surface. Due to heat and pressure, they get converted into fossil fuels. However, this process may take thousands of years. Coal, natural gas, petroleum are types of fossil fuels. Coal is the world's most abundant fossil fuel. This fossil fuel looks like shiny black rock. Coal has plenty of energy. It generates heat and light energy. For this reason, it has been used as domestic fuel for a long time. Coal is used in industries such as steel and iron. Power plants burn coal to make electricity. Electricity, which is obtained from coal, is known as thermal power. How is coal formed? Before dinosaurs, many giant plants died in the earth swamps. Over millions of years, the plants were buried under water and dirt. Heat and pressure has turned the dead plants matter into coal. So, coal that we are using took thousands of years to form. The leading coal producers of the world are China, USA, Germany, Russia, South Africa, and France. The coal producing areas of India are Raniganj, Jharia, Dhanbad, and Bokaro in Jharkhand. Petroleum is a liquid which acts like fuel for other vehicles. This petrol is derived from a fossil fuel called petroleum. Petroleum is also known as crude oil. Crude oil was formed from the remains of tiny sea plants and animals that died millions of years ago. These animals and plants get compressed between the sand and sediments which form into sedimentary rocks. With an increase in the layers of the sediments, the pressure also increased on the dead organisms. This resulted in the formation of fossil fuels. Coal and petroleum are the example. Oil is found underground between folds of rocks. To find this crude oil, companies drill through earth and deposit deep below the surface. We can use petroleum in gasoline, motor oil, waxes, dyes, plastic, synthetic fiber, for example, polyester. The leading producers of petroleum in the world are Iraq, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar. The other major producers are USA, Russia, Venezuela, and Algeria. In India, most of the petroleum is found in Digboi in Assam, Bombay High in Mumbai, and deltas of Krishna and Godavari rivers. Natural gas is very important fossil fuel because it is easy to transport through pipes. Natural gas is stored under high pressure as compressed natural gas. In India, places like Jaisalmer, Krishna Godavari Delta, Tirupura, and some areas offshore in Mumbai have natural gas resources. Hydropower, also known as hydroelectricity, is the power generated by the force of water. Rainwater or river water is stored in dams, and this water is made to fall from great heights on top of turbines placed at the bottom of the dams. Flowing through pipes, this great force of water rotates the turbine fans at a great speed, which in turn runs the generators connected to them. These generators produce electricity, which is called hydroelectricity. Most of the water that flows out from the other side or after generation of electricity is used for irrigation purposes. Almost one-fourth of the world's electricity is produced through hydropower. Most hydroelectric plants are located around Brazil, Paraguay, Norway, and China. In India, the important hydropower stations are Bhakra Nangal, Gandhi Sagar, Nagarjuna Sagar, and Damodar Valley projects. Non-conventional resources can be described as those resources which are natural, inexhaustible, and renewable, like they are pollution free and eco-friendly. Some examples are solar power, biomass, geothermal, nuclear energy, hydroelectricity, and wind. Why should we use non-conventional sources of energy? The increasing use of fossil fuel is leading to its shortage. It is estimated that if the present rate of consumption continues, the reserve of these fuel will get exhausted. Moreover, their use also causes environment pollution. Therefore, there is need for using non-conventional sources such as solar, wind, and tidal energy, which are renewable. Solar energy, the most copious and inexhaustible source of energy, is the sun. Solar energy, radiant light, and heat from the sun is harnessed using a range of ever-evolving technologies such as solar heating, solar photovoltaic, solar thermal electricity, solar architecture, and artificial photosynthesis. See how solar works. Solar panels convert the sun's energy into electricity. A control device changes this electricity, enabling it to power electrical items. Then the electricity is passed through a beaker box to outside in the building. Items such as refrigerator and lamp can plug into the outlets for power. Solar systems typically require a large amount of open land. Recently, engineers have been working on thin film solar cells, which are much smaller in size and more efficient and cost effective. We already have solar water heaters and solar mobile chargers, and soon we may have solar air conditioners in the market at affordable prices. Wind is simply air in motion. Wind is powered by solar energy. Wind arises because of uneven heating on the earth's surface by the sun. Wind is a renewable energy resource because the wind will blow as long as the sun shines. This type of non-conventional energy has been in use for a long time. It was used for pumping water, for irrigating, grinding grains, as well as to navigate boats. Today, wind energy is harvested by modern wind turbines to generate electricity. The windmills are connected to generators which convert the wind energy into electrical energy. For this purpose, wind farms are constructed which have many windmills in a row. Wind farms in Netherlands, Germany, Denmark, UK, USA, and Spain are noted for the wind energy production. Since the 1990s, India has made significant progress in tapping wind energy to meet its ever-growing energy needs. Currently, India is the fifth largest producer of wind energy in the world. The wind farms are mainly situated in Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Orissa, and West Bengal. Nuclear energy is energy in the nucleus of an atom. The sun and stars shine in the sky even though they do not have any electrical connections up there. The nuclear reactions taking place in the sun and stars emit lot of heat and light. It is because of this nuclear reaction that the stars and shine. The energy released during the nuclear reaction is converted into electricity. Presently, nuclear energy provides for approximately 60% of the world's electricity. Radioactive elements like thorium and uranium are used as fuel for these reactors. The leading producers of nuclear power are USA and Europe. In India, Rajasthan and Jharkhand have large deposits of uranium, where this thorium is found in large quantities in the monazite sands of Kerala. The nuclear power stations in India are located in Kalapakkam in Tamil Nadu, Tarapur in Maharashtra, Rana Pratap Sagar near Kota in Rajasthan, Narora in Uttar Pradesh, and Kaiga in Karnataka. As we know, a lot of heat is trapped inside the earth, so geothermal energy is heat from within the earth. This energy is called a renewable energy source because the heat is continuously produced inside the earth. As you know, heat in the form of hot springs have been used for cooking, heating, and bathing for several years. USA has the world's largest geothermal power plants, followed by New Zealand, Iceland, Philippines, and Central America. In India, geothermal plants are located in Manikaran in Himachal Pradesh and Purva Valley in Ladakh. The energy generated from tides is known as tidal energy. This energy is a direct result of tide shifting from low to high. Tide energy is considered to be renewable and unlimited source of energy since it only uses energy from the changing of tides instead of burning or consuming any form of energy source. Biogas is a gas produced when an animal or vegetable waste decomposes in a place without oxygen. Organic waste such as dead plants and animal material, animal dung and kitchen waste is collected in units called digesters and they are left to decompose in the absence of oxygen. Biogas is used as a fuel for boilers and electrical generators. It is also used for cooking purposes. Thank you students for watching the video.